Hamas officials say the latest Israeli airstrikes in Gaza have killed dozens of people. According to the territory's civil defense agency, an attack overnight hit a camp for displaced Palestinians near the city of Khan Yunis. Israel has blocked the entry of all goods and resumed the war against Hamas to force the group into releasing the remaining hostages. The UN's Humanitarian Agency says that Gaza is now facing the most severe humanitarian crisis since the start of the war, and there appears to be no end in sight for this renewed blockade of Gaza. Well, for more on this, I'm joined now in the studio by the Palestinian Middle East analyst Abu Ramzy. Mr. Ramzy, thank you very much indeed for coming in. So,
thank you.
Israel increasing pressure on Hamas in Gaza. Tell us more about these latest attacks. We understand that at least 37 people were killed, among them disabled people in a camp in Khan Yunis.
Thank you very much for having me today. Today it was a real massacre. The attack was on civilians. Out of the 37, you have two families with the children, over 20 between a child and women. What we are seeing is not pressure of Hamas, we are seeing is pressure of the civilians. This war, since they have started back striking on Gaza, it's a striking against the existence of the Palestinians in Gaza. They want the Palestinians to be out by all means.
Well, let me ask you this, because Israel has announced that 30% of the Gaza Strip has now been effectively turned into a buffer zone that's under Israeli control. It calls it an operational security perimeter. What can you tell us about this?
All this one is a media pressure on the Palestinians. If you look at Gaza, the eastern part of Gaza, it's all empty and is used for farming. The northern part of Gaza, which is Beit Lahia and Beit Hanun, is also a villages for farming. Also in the other side of Rafah and Khan Yunis, the whole area of the eastern part, it's an empty part, which Israel is easy to enter to Gaza. But where is the problem? The problem is city of Rafah, which is they have isolated Rafah from Khan Yunis, and they have isolated Khan Yunis from other cities of Gaza. That is where the problem is. Between Khan Yunis and Rafah, there is an empty area, which it was a settlement, the Israeli settlements between that area, which is about 30,000 settlers. They were living before Israel was drawn from Gaza 2005. This area, that is where the army military operation is going on. They are trying to isolate the city of Rafah to put more pressure.
Right.
Rafah has about 250,000 people inside the city. I want to look at it. You call it's an safe area for the refugee to go, or for those who are running away from the operation attack. Then where are they going again?
Right. And we've been hearing these comments from the Israeli leadership, basically saying that Israeli troops will remain indefinitely in large areas of Gaza. From your perspective, that's not good at all, is it?
I don't believe they are going to be indefinitely. There is no war will stay definitely. The war has to get an end. And if the war leader, the whole leader of this world, will keep watching, today is about a month and a half, none of the aid has entered Gaza. No single drop of water, no single drop of food or medicine has entered Gaza. And the whole world is still keeping silent. Till when?
Well, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that all future talks with Hamas will take place, in his words, under fire. And the Israelis have released details of some senior Hamas figures who've been killed, more than 100 of them, in targeted eliminations, according to Israel. I mean, what is left of Hamas right now? Who can the Israelis negotiate with?
Look, I had the spokesman, the American negotiator, which is had a meeting with the leader of Hamas in Doha, Adam, I don't know his second name. He mentioned today they are ready to have another talk with the leader of Hamas if Hamas give them some specific about the hostages. I believe Benjamin Netanyahu is playing on fire, and this war, Donald Trump will end it as soon as possible. What I believe, this war, I mean, there is nothing left either for the civilians or for others or for the world leaders. If you had this today's meeting between the Emir of Doha, Qatar, and the Russian president, they said it is Israel violated the agreement, not the Palestinians. It is Israel violated every part of single agreement. And I believe today, if the Palestinians give out the hostages and Israel continue the war, what will stop them?
That's a good point, but that's a depressing point.
Yeah.
But on that note, I want to thank you very much indeed. Abu Ramzy is the Palestinian Middle East analyst. Thank you very much. Good to see you.